right, here we are, episode number 2 of Ask NYYST. Excuse me. I'm your host, Christian. Follow me on Twitter at Christian underscore NYYST. Right? Simple enough. And there's only one thing I want to talk about today, guys, and that's this guy. Actually, his son, Adonis Creed. That's right. The new Creed trailer dropped today. Mind blown. Okay? Um, cannot wait till Thanksgiving. Obviously, I would love to get through the Yankee season. I'm getting a text from Chris Jr. right now, and he says that he's sick to his stomach watching me on YouTube. Well, that's what I say to that. All right. So anyway, let's just jump right into it. Let's make this nice and simple for everybody here. Um, Question number 1 coming from our pal the Skinelli here. He wants to know, with Drury getting time at first base in AAA, are the Yankees getting ready to make a move to bring him up? I would anticipate that to be factual. With Tyler Austin down at AAA now, the Yankees don't really have a backup first baseman. I mean, you got Neil Walker, but Walker's really been struggling. He got hot there for a while when he was playing regularly, and now he's not playing regularly anymore, so you see him struggling a little bit. So, yeah, I could see that, and I tweeted this yesterday that I think it's the fastest and probably the most reasonable way to see him come back up is that he's going to be the right-handed complement to Greg Bird at first base. Now, Justin has a second part of his question. It says the obvious man out is Neil Walker. Do they DFA him or put him in a package? Um, Here's the thing with Neil Walker. I like Neil Walker. I think he's a good baseball player. I think he has a role on this team if the Yankees do want to keep him around. But to trade him, he's virtually worthless. I know everybody that's not fitting into the Yankees' plans right now. Everybody just wants to trade. But we got to look at things realistically. No one's going to give you anything for Neil Walker. I mean, you could not even get a bag of cotton candy for Neil Walker right now. Does he? Can he serve a purpose to a team? Yeah, he can serve a purpose to a team, but to package him and for a larger, player, no, it's just not going to happen. All right, Patrick, what's up, pal? Uh, he wants to know, with Herman and Johnny Lasagna now starters for the moment, do I think that Sheffield will be called up? We'll take this in two parts. He's got a two-part to his question here also. Um, I really don't know what the Yankees' plans are for Justice Sheffield. I would imagine that, based on what we've seen, that Sheffield is not going to be part of the plans in 2018. Now, that's not to say he's not going to be a major part of their future. It's just that I don't think he's a part of this year. Uh, so yeah, I don't see it happening right now. I'm not saying it's impossible or that it can't happen, obviously, but do I think it's going to happen? No, I think they're happy with what they got out of Herman. His start last night, he keeps progressing, Herman, and that's what you like to see. After he threw the 6 no-hit innings in his first start, and then he struggled, and then he had to start versus the Mets where he gave up 3 runs in the first inning, and then he settled down, gave you 6 quality innings after that, and then the start against Tampa, and gives it the quick home run, then he settles in after that. And then even last night, a little sloppy defense kind of led to the first run, and then he doesn't give up another hit until Cruz takes him deep into 7. So you like what you're seeing out of Herman, that he continuously builds off of what he's doing. And yeah, Don Sicario just popped up in the comments here. Yeah, he's got really good stuff. He's got a plus fastball sitting around 95 and get it a little higher, and his off-speed stuff can fool guys, and we've seen that. So yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Herman. And Brian Cashman has called him a lottery ticket in the past, and it seems that now the Yankees are kind of cashing in on that ticket. Part 2 of Patrick's question here is, do I believe that Cashman will do what's suggested and go for a top pitcher? I don't know who's out there. Like, if you're telling me that Jacob deGrom's out there, or Madison Bumgarner's out there, or even if we can get Noah Syndergaard, these guys are not right now. They're not available, and they're not, or in the guys that the Mets have case, they're not going to be available to the Yankees. So I mean, you're going to take your pick from guys like J. Happ, and Cole Hamels, and I've heard Blake Snell's name thrown around. And Snell's numbers look good, and this is now his third year in the major league. So is he rounding into a guy that could be a top of the rotation force? Maybe, but again, what are you going to have to give up to get him? I've heard, there's an article written that they would have to trade Frazier and Sheffield and another guy to get him, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that for Blake Snell. I'm sorry. If you want me to give you Justice Sheffield and Clint Frazier in a deal, I need both. Um, I hate Chris so much right now. I want to punch him right in his mouth. Where's the better looking guy from NYYST? He's right here. Everybody knows it. And I'm not even. I'm only probably about 40% of how good I can look, and I still blow you away in looks. Honestly. Now stop getting me off topic. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, Frazier and Sheffield. If you were telling me that I got to give up both those guys in a deal, I need an ace back. I need a lockdown, legitimate ace back in a deal. I'm not trading both of those guys for Blake Snell. And you say Frazier and some lower guys for Snell, or maybe Sheffield and some lower guys for Snell. We can talk about things, but I'm not giving you both those guys for Blake Snell. It's just not happening. Excuse me. Final question we got here today is: do you guys think there's any chance that Sonny Gray will be in the bullpen? To me, it's worth a shot. Jimmy, no. I'm sorry to put it to you like that. It's not worth a shot. Sonny Gray is not a bullpen pitcher. Sonny Gray is a starting pitcher that needs to learn how to pitch consistently and be a big time starter consistently. That's it. Sonny Gray, he cannot. To me, he doesn't have what it takes to go in there and shut a game down in the seventh inning. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to be happy with Sonny Gray if Boone's got to call on him in the sixth inning with runners on the corners to try to get out of a jam. It's not going to happen. Nibble, nibble, nibble. He's going to walk three more guys. You've seen enough of Sonny Gray to know what Sonny Gray is right now. Sonny Gray is a guy that rides momentum. Okay, and what I mean by that is when Sonny Gray is feeling it and he's got his ace stuff, he is on the mound throwing, getting guys out. The minute that there's a little bump in the road, everything slows down, and then it's back to the nibbling, the nibbling, the nibbling, and then that's when he gets in trouble. So no, you don't want to put Sonny Gray in a situation like that. Now you could say, okay, maybe we could put Sonny Gray in a situation where he has to start an inning. Okay, so here, what does this say? If Sonny Gray finds himself in a bullpen, it will be to sweep and clean up after games. Okay, yeah. So basically, if Sonny Gray winds up in the bullpen, it's because he's got completely off the rails. That's exactly what would happen to Sonny Gray. I mean, it's just basically it. The Yankees need Sonny Gray to pitch like a legit number two, the guy that they traded three prospects for. That's what they need. They don't need him in the bullpen. Not to say that the Yankees shouldn't go out there and try to make a trade for a guy like Brad Hand, but they don't need Sonny Gray in the bullpen. It doesn't benefit them for Sonny Gray to be in the bullpen, and it doesn't benefit Sonny Gray for Sonny Gray to be in the bullpen. All right, so that's it for that's all the questions we've got, are the ones that I'm going to answer. So we're in about 9 minutes. So I'd like to keep these Ask NYYST episodes to about 10, 15 minutes. So we're going to cut it right here. The Yanks are facing the Seattle Mariners tonight. First pitch is about 7:05 p.m. Whenever they decide that they're gonna, actually throw the first pitch. Johnny Lasagna is making his second major league start. I'm very excited to see what he's got. We've talked about this on the NYYST podcast over the weekend, episode 52. The guy's stuff is electric. That's the word that Chris used, and I have to agree with that word. It was electric. Okay, the guy was hitting. You heard he topped out at 97, which means, he's probably sitting around 95 most of the night. But the guy was hitting 98, 96, 97 consistently, and that curve and that change looked like big league pitches. Now, it's got to translate into a second start. Now, Seattle's a much better hitting team. They're a much better team overall than Tampa Bay, so you want to see him step up in competition. So, that's what we need to see out of him. Now, if you get another 5 shutout innings from Loizaga, I don't know how to say his name. You hear people saying Jonathan Loizaga, Jonathan Loizaga. We're just going to call him Johnny Lasagna. That's a blanket that we're going to call him from now on. Johnny Lasagna. So now, if you see that same outing where Johnny Lasagna gives you 5 shutout innings from him, yeah, take it. You go to the bullpen, and the bullpen's been rested because uh, Saturday Sevy gave you 8. Sunday, what do you call it? Sunday, CC got into the 8th. They needed to use the bullpen in game one of the suspended game, but you only used 2 guys, and then they went to their A formula to win the game on Monday night. But then you didn't need the bullpen yesterday because you got 7 from Herman right into AJ Cole, so you didn't. Um, how do you call it? You didn't really need the bullpen much out of the last 4 days. So yeah, you can take 5 from Loizaga, Johnny Lasagna, whatever you want to call him, and go. So um, what I'm going to start doing too on these, I'm going to make a prediction for the game that night if we have a game that night. And my prediction is that what do I want to go with here? I'm gonna go offensively because Chris and I were at the game last night, and when the Yanks fell down 1-0, he was kind of pissing and moaning, which is what he tends to do. Um, I said I had a feeling they were going to score some runs last night, and they did. They hit 4 home runs, scored 7 runs overall. I think Judge is going to go yard tonight. Aaron Judge, he's due to put. Yeah, Don Sicario, let's do that. We're going to go with that too. Sanchez and Judge are both going to go yard tonight. I just have a feeling, even though Gary didn't get a hit last night, I really like some of his at-bats. Even when he struck out in the 8th, I believe, he really fought that pitcher well. Chris's prediction here before we wrap up. Yanks win 8-4. Johnny goes 5 1/3 with 2 runs and 6 Ks. And you know what? Sign for it right now. Where's my pen? Here. I just signed for it. Give me 5 1/3, 2 runs, 6 Ks from Johnny Johnny Lasagna. All right. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Ask NYYST. Take this pen, okay, you jerk. And follow NYYST on Twitter at NYY Sports Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Christian_NYYST. We will most likely be recording another episode of Where's the Pen Been? It's been over here. Everybody, pop in these questions, guys. The pen's right here. It's actually a pencil. And there it goes. All right, so let's wrap this up here. Chris says I have a problem wrapping things up. He's not here to stop me today, though. But I'm going to do it anyway because I got to go get ready. What do you call it? My niece is actually graduating high school tonight, so congratulations, Sarah. I'm very proud of you. Find the biggest artery in your neck. I cannot wait till tomorrow. You know what? And last thing I'm going to say before we wrap up, I should have killed him mid-pod last week because the scumbag bet me that the Yankees were going to win the game Sunday, and he bet his life. And I spared him on Father's Day for his children. But guess what? Thursday is not Father's Day. Thursday is not Father's Day. You want here right here. I'm gonna leave this pencil right here, and it's going in your neck tomorrow, buddy. Thank you everybody for watching Ask NYY. Ask NYYST episode 2. Call the police. The number is 911. All right. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We're gonna do it. We'll do a pod, so we'll talk to you Friday morning. Thank you for watching.